palm trees, a boat. What is that?
That's the racetrack.
Okay.
With
And
the
a
palm
car.
tree. That's my race car.
See the lake? And then there's pit road. I got pit road in there. That's good. Yeah.
That's my race car. Welcome to Garbage Time, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your host, Katie Nolan. Tonight on the show, we enhance Drake, we put Sam Bradford's head on the correct body, and we have 4 guests on the show. Yeah, Jimmy Johnson, Carl Edwards, Kyle Busch, and Joey Logano, NASCAR's Championship 4. So start your engines. But first, with everything going on in the world right now, it's easy to feel like sports are superficial and silly and a distraction from more important issues. And while I admit I too have felt that way a few times over the past couple days, I've realized now that no, sports are important. And not just because they serve as a welcome, much-needed distraction from our impending doom and overwhelming feelings of loneliness and fear, but because they actually serve a concrete, practical purpose. Guys, sports are gonna get us through Thanksgiving. Yes. Yeah, that's right. Thanksgiving is next week. That special time of year when we all travel back home and realize why we live somewhere else now. It's not all bad. It just might make you rethink your position that this was the worst thing to happen on a Thursday this year. But it's okay. Like I said, sports are here to help because there are tons of little lessons we can learn from the sports world that'll help us get through the parts of the day that aren't naps. First, when you gather a big group of people that spans a bunch of generations, a few things are gonna get lost in translation throughout the day. Like when your dad asks you if you hooked up with your brother that one weekend he was in New York. No, Dad, but you can hold off on passing that butter because I just killed myself. Sometimes you can ease the uncomfortableness in these situations by making a hilarious joke, like Cowboys fans did this week when the NFL's official account tweeted, Dez, after a Dez Bryant touchdown, and then they responded in droves, nuts. Get it? Because D's nuts. Man, you think somebody would have caught that, like Dez caught it. But if the awkward innuendo happens in the middle of a more heartfelt moment, well, then it's probably best to keep the jokes to yourself, like I had to on Tuesday during Tony Romo's really nice and sincere press conference when he said this.
I feel like we all have 2 battles or 2 enemies going on. One with the man across from you. The second is with the man inside of you.
Don't I know it? If the people in your family are so embarrassing, you feel like you just can't take it anymore, think of this.
Ooh-wee! Ooh-wee!
Yeah, you thought your cousins made you uncomfortable. There's probably gonna be a ton of delicious food around, right? So this is important. Guys, listen up. If someone is choking, it's probably a dude, because a study found out this week that male athletes are more likely to choke under pressure than female athletes. I mean, definitely help your uncle or dad or brother or whatever. Just be sure to remind them of this once they are, in fact, breathing normally again. There's gonna be some fighting, I'm sure, there always is. But it's important to keep in mind, guys, as Chris Paul and DeAndre Jordan reminded us this week, sometimes going head-to-head with someone you love can be painful and have unintended consequences if you're not careful. You gotta be careful, guys. And if you do get into it with a loved one, remember that it's not always enough to say, well, I wasn't trying to hurt you. It doesn't matter if you meant to or not. It still hurts. Just ask Contavious Caldwell Pope's balls. Yeah, whose names, ironically enough, are Mike and Steve. It may not always be easy, guys, but sometimes the right thing to do is to just apologize, even if you know you're right and they're wrong. I learned that one from Conor McGregor after he beat Eddie Alvarez at UFC 205 last weekend.
I'd like to take this chance to apologize to absolutely nobody. The double champ does what the he wants.
Nope, I'm sorry. Sorry, that was actually terrible advice. The real Thanksgiving lesson that we learned from McGregor this weekend was that on special occasions, there's nothing wrong with going up a weight class. But everybody knows the most uncomfortable thing about going home for Thanksgiving, besides belts, is having to answer a million questions about your life. If you're really serious about avoiding this altogether, I recommend learning magic. Because I was watching that David Blaine special last night, and when he regurgitated a live frog into a glass and left Steph Curry speechless, I was like, that would probably do it. But if that looks too painful for you, well, first, I assume you've never been asked by a relative about the viability of your eggs, but there is another way to just avoid it all. This year, I decided to call a pre-Thanksgiving press conference where my whole extended family could come get all their questions out of the way at once so I could spend Thanksgiving in pieces of pie. It was a real hit. Hi, everybody. Thank you for being here at the official pre-Thanksgiving Nolan family press conference. I will start taking questions from this side of the room.
Sweetie, Aunt Ruth from Worcester.
Hi.
How's work in a big city?
Oh, it's good, it's good. You know, lots of Yankee fans, but we put a bench for Poppy in Central Park, so it now kind of feels like home.
Hey, kiddo, your Uncle Bobby here. You're looking so thin. Are you getting enough to eat?
Oh, thanks, Uncle Bob. Yeah, there's not really any Taco Bells in New York City, and so I've cut down on my intake of cheesy gordita crunch, but thank you for noticing.
Kate, your mom over here. Your brother just got engaged. Are you putting some thought into when you're gonna settle down?
You know, congratulations to Kevin and Julie. Very exciting, really happy for you, love you guys. But I'm just really focused on my job right now. It's, you know, a lot of work, so it's sort of that's where I'm focused.
Well, I saw you had that Anthony Rizzo on the show this year. Why didn't you bring him home?
Yes, Anthony Rizzo was on the show. Very nice guy, but he did just win the World Series, and so I think he's little busy. Does anyone have any other?
But like, what about that Taron Killam from SNL? He's a cutie.
Yes, he is a cutie and a married man. So can we move? Does anyone have any other questions about Dad? Are you here?
Over here, Katie.
Hi.
So I hate to nag you on this, but can we please talk about that IRA I asked you about 3 months ago?
Yeah. I still don't know what an IRA is, but I promise this time I mean it. I will Google it. Guys, I only have time for one last question. So. Do we have one?
Katie, it's your cousin John.
Hi, John.
Hi, we got to talk about the election. Obviously, there's a lot of implications here for...
Christmas.
I'm sorry, why Christmas?
We'll talk about it at Christmas.
Well, I think we should talk about it now. I mean, obviously, it's going to affect not just you,
Christmas.
your family, your friends, the entire country. The nation as a whole really has to...
Christmas.
You can't just keep repeating Christmas and pretend like we're going to forget the question, especially with enormous political implications.
I know, I actually agree. It is really immature and wildly irresponsible to do that. Thank you all so much for coming. I'll see you at dinner. I don't know. My family's from Boston. I really thought that would work on them. It worked on them last week. Coming up, we take a closer look at Drake, and I get one of the 4 best NASCAR drivers to write 69 on a whiteboard. Who's it gonna be? I wonder. Stick around and you'll find out. Lucky you. Hello. Welcome back. Guys, tonight in Toronto, it's Drake night. Yeah, now I know what you're saying. Katie, isn't every night Drake night in Toronto? Ha! It sure is, sarcastic millennial garbage time fan. But the Raptors feel their connection with Drake is so important that they make one night a year officially Drake night, and that is tonight against the Warriors. And when something really important like this happens in sports, we feel it's our job to take a closer look, which is why it's time for Drake in Hand. Drake in Hand. Okay, first image. Oh, okay, here is Drake at the All-Star Celebrity Game last year. Quite the crew they got there, huh? Let's go ahead and enhance. Oh, Drake's wearing a dapper little suit. He was the coach of the Team Canada Celebrities. Yeah, and hang on, he is not the only famous person in this photo. Enhance. Yes, Zachary Ty Bryan, a.k.a. Brad from Home Improvement. Wow. I mean, like, you know you're going to see celebrities at these things. I'm honestly a little starstruck here. Okay, next image. Oh, yeah, here's Drake supporting his Raptors last year in the playoffs against the Cavs. Jeez, he's basically on the floor yelling at Kevin Love. I can't believe they let him do that. Let's go ahead and look a little closer. Enhance. Damn, he's like really giving it to him. I mean, Kevin gets hammered by fans a lot, but this is a little much. Why is Drake going so nuts? Enhance. Oh, well, Obviously, Kevin Love stole one of Drake's popcorn shrimps. And that's not a little-known fact. There's at least one reference to popcorn shrimp in every one of Drake's songs. It's his favorite food. I know, and that popcorn shrimp. Okay, let's see the last image. Oh, guys, I think this is not the right image. I don't know what this is. Maybe enhance? Yeah, sorry, guys, in the control room, I think that just looks like a Western scene. I don't think you wanna enhance? Oh, there's Drake on the bandwagon. I get it. Man, who knows where they'll go next on the old fan base trail. Hear the weather down in Kentucky is mighty fair this time of year. All right, well, cheers to you, Drake, on your birthday? Why the are they doing this? That's it for Drake. Man, get the out of here. Moving on. Flip the script. This Sunday, the NASCAR Sprint Cup will determine its champion at the Ford EcoBoost 400 in Miami. And the final four that are going for that championship, Jimmy Johnson, Carl Edwards, Kyle Busch, and Joey Logano, took some time earlier this week to come by our studio and let me decide who was going to win. So they don't even really need to race. You're welcome. Check it out. I am here with NASCAR's Championship 4. That's your band name, right? The Championship 4?
Right.
Is it weird doing press together when you guys are supposed to...
Hate each other?
Yep.
Yeah.
It's a little awkward.
Awkward, totally.
It seems a little awkward. So today's game, here's the rules. I'm going to ask you guys 5 NASCAR-related questions. The answers are going to be numbers. You're going to write down your answer on your whiteboard. Kind of like closest to the pin, but since you guys are race car drivers, we're going to call it closest to the pit.
Look at that.
Switch out the T, put in an N. I'll explain it to you after.
Okay, good.
Okay, here we go. In 2001, the oldest winner at Homestead Miami Speedway was Bill Elliott, you know, Chase's dad. How old was he? Do we all have our answers? What are you? I literally just watched you look at his board.
Look at his answer. Who gives a damn?
Carl, what do you got?
47.
47. Kyle has. That's nice and big, just like I told you, write it nice and big.
43.
All right, so 43, 44, 47, and go yourself. The correct answer, 46, which means Carl gets this round. Question number 2. How many tires does Goodyear supply NASCAR in a year?
Wow, that's a tough one.
There are 4 tires on each car.
Per year? Really?
Did you know that? Jimmy?
250,000.
Okay, that's a good answer. Carl?
Damn, if that's a good answer, that's not going to
Also a good answer. Kyle?
She's just saying that.
That's a terrible answer. Joey?
2,000.
Okay. The correct answer, 72,000.
Carl.
Which means Carl.
Jeez. Are you kidding me?
Question number 3. Combined, how many Twitter followers do the 4 of you have?
I'm going to be very helpful with that one.
Fun fact, Carl doesn't have Twitter.
That's a goose
So you can add 0 to that. Okay, is everybody in?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, Jimmy, what do you got?
I go 3 million.
Okay. I like your abbreviation. 2 million.
Yeah.
It's rude. Oh, you did little estimates, and then you did the math. 2.25 million. Okay?
9.5.
A million and so you're saying that's a 5.
That's a 5. I was homeschooled. What do you want? There we go. It's kind of a close talk. A little bit.
Okay, the correct answer is 3.3 million, which means point goes to Jimmy.
Take a point.
Buddy, good job.
Welcome to the board.
Thank you.
Question number 4. All right, there are 15 different types of palm trees lining the track at Homestead Miami Speedway. I didn't know there were 15 different types of palm trees in the world, but there are.
There's over 15. There's over 100 species of palm trees. I do know that.
Wait, I'm sorry.
Google it.
You just.
Am I right?
You just know palm tree facts?
Actually, a buddy of mine does, but yeah.
I got a palm tree guy. There are 15 different types of palm trees lining the track at Homestead Miami Speedway, but how many total trees are there? The venue also has 4 lakes.
4 lakes, some of which have alligators in them.
What the You guys make my fun facts, and you're like, yeah, actually, I can top that. Get your eyes on your own board. My God.
I already got my answer done.
My God. Jimmy, go ahead.
So I originally had 15,000 trees.
There was
and then
a
I
one
thought about
there.
it. Strike the one.
He looked at everyone's board and went, 5 sounds good.
Hey there,
Carl, what do you got? 99 total trees. Okay.
Fine.
Kyle? No, that's not how this works. Take it. You can't just take his one and put it in. 518. Okay, Joey?
269.
The correct answer is 1,005, which I think that goes to Kyle. Woo! Last question. When Jimmy Johnson turned 21 years old, how old was Joey Logano in days?
That's so awesome. I'm not telling you. I'm trying to figure out how old Jimmy Johnson is right now.
Jimmy's 41. You're 26.
Easy. Stop telling everyone everything they need to know.
1278.
1278, okay? Carl?
Maybe I'm really screwed up here.
I think I screwed up too.
I don't know.
Okay. 4,900. 1,518. 2,069. The correct answer, 2,308 days.
Hey.
A little over 6 years old. Okay, so looking at the final numbers here, our winner is Carl Edwards, ladies and gentlemen. Congratulations. Congratulations. Which means that you win on Sunday. That's how this game works.
Right.
Yay.
Hey, I'm in. That's great.
Yay. Yep. What do you do when you get 4 NASCAR drivers? Well, you play Mario Kart, but Jimmy Fallon stole that idea. Coming up, ever wonder how much one of Tim Tebow's balls cost? Well, now we know. And we're going to talk about other stuff, too, so don't leave. We'll be right back.
This week on Thursday Night Football, the New Orleans Saints tussle with the Carolina Panthers. Here we go. Another unwatchable, pointless... Wait, Saints-Panthers? This is, kind of good. Every week it's like Cody Kessler or Landry Jones or Case Keenum, but Newton and Breeze? What is this feeling? Am I excited for this game? I mean, sure, neither of these teams have defenses, and when you come to think of it, they actually both kind of suck, but touchdowns, and dabbing, and Drew Brees. Thursday Night Football, Saints-Panthers. I definitely just jinxed it.
We sure did, promo guy. Welcome back to Garbage Time. It's time for Agile. I know in that popcorn shrimp. So it's very catchy. First up, I'm gonna add acceptance. Because sometimes that's all you have left when your team is 0-10 and careening towards a perfect 0-16 season like the Browns. So fan Chris McNeil tweeted Friday that official paperwork is filed with the city of Cleveland. The Browns' perfect season parade moves on. Hashtag #GoPotawund. Love that we're keeping that alive. And the event on Facebook already has 3,400 people attending and another 6,300 people interested. Yeah, those 6,300, you guys wouldn't want to commit or anything to that amazing event. I can see why you're just, I'll think about it, but I'm not ready to. And I'm going to drop denial because everyone, guys, stop trying to make Tebow happen, okay? MLB.com is now auctioning a Tebow game-used Arizona Fall League baseball. What did he game-use that ball to do, you ask? He grounded out. And last we looked, someone is about to pay $180 for it. Whoa. Tebow, take the wheel. Next up, I'm gonna add NJ.com. Because after Rutgers lost 49-0 on Saturday and fell to 2-8, the website decided to help cheer fans up who read their weekly game report card by including pictures of puppies. Here they give the rushing defense an F, but look at the pup. And special teams got a C, but oh my God. For improvement, they get a D, but oh, these puppies get an A+. Puppies make everything better. And I'm gonna drop the NFL on Fox again. I know that doesn't make sense because we dropped them a few weeks ago for photoshopping Sam Bradford's head onto Teddy Bridgewater's body. But, sorry, I have to do it because clearly they didn't get the message. They did it again with Matt Castle's body. What are you doing? Since we work at Fox, we got an exclusive look at some of next season's graphics. These are pretty cool. Here's a picture of Tony Romo next season. Here we have Jimmy G. And then here is Brock Osweiler next season. Don't feel bad. It's one of those combination DQ and KFC or some. It's a dual revenue stream. That's it for ad drop. Honey would have worked at Red Lobster. Brock Lob. Coming up, we shout out Hawaiian Air for trying to email Bill Walton his bike back. Stick around. Welcome back to Garbage Time, guys. Running out of time in the show, but there's some stuff we didn't cover. So before we go, some quick shout-outs. Shout out to the Pope, who posed for a photo with a Cubs hat. His Holiness said of the hat, "I like it. It's kind of short, right?" Shout out to Bill Walton, who lost his bike on Hawaiian Air, but used Twitter to get it back. Tensions were high, as was Walton. And shout out to the Garbage Time Hero of the Week. This week, it's this guy. What did he think was good? Did he think he was close? That's all for this week, guys. We're off next week. I hope you all have a wonderful Thanksgiving. We here at Garbage Time are very thankful for all of you. You are great. This week we are also very thankful for Jimmy Johnson, Carl Edwards, Joey Logano, and Kyle Bush all stopping by. We'll see you guys in 2 weeks. Here's more garbage. You used to take me on your shrimp boat.